Hello to all my constituents out in Maryland's beautiful 8th Congressional District. It's your Congressman Jamie Raskin coming at you this Friday, February the 2nd, for my favorite time of the week, Local Hero, and we get to celebrate the people who are making life wonderful and better all of the time for our people. And I'm getting to salute Marlene Michaelson this week, who is the executive director of the Montgomery County Council. She's been doing that since 2018 for the last 5 years. But she announced her retirement for sometime this spring when her replacement is found, but certainly in time for her to make it to her daughter's wedding in May. And so nobody's going to begrudge her her departure for this reason, but she's been an absolutely key figure in our county, the principal advisor for the 11-member county council, where she coordinates policy, legal, fiscal analysis, advises the members, and supervises over 100 staff members who are working on the council. And of course, we've got more than 1 million people now in Montgomery County and a very effective county council. And Marlene is right at the center of it. And she's also created a terrific internship program for public policy grad students. And I've known several of them who've gone through it and who've loved it. So in any event, we thought this was a great opportunity to toast you, Marlene, and thank you for all of your great work for us. And you are our local hero this week.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So one thing that I've been curious about, we went from having a 9-member county council to an 11-member county council. We're in the first round of that now, the first term of that. So we added 2 district members. And I just wonder how that has changed both the internal deliberations and functioning of the body, if it has, and then how it's changed the responsiveness of the members to all of our neighbors.
Well, I'm going to start out by being honest and tell you I was a little nervous when I heard we were going to have 2 more council members and all of their staff, and how that would work at the council. It has really been such a positive change, and I credit this council and the council members. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that we now have 6 women on the council, and perhaps they have better interpersonal skills than men. I'm not going to, no offense to you, Congressman Raskin.
No offense taken. You might be talking about the specific women involved, because I work with like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert.
Oh, that's right. So, that's right.
So it's a broad spectrum, you know.
Absolutely. So the 11 members of this council, they get along really well. They're working hard to meet the needs of the residents. It's rare that there's a problem in the functioning of the council. That doesn't mean they don't sometimes disagree with each other, but they've done so in a way that's really kept the body functioning. And so it's been a real pleasure to watch and see. In terms of the services to the district, I'm sure I won't surprise you when I say the demands on elected officials just keeps increasing. And even though social media is really wonderful, the numbers of emails and messages they get keeps increasing. So having smaller districts, I think, can help a little bit with that and our responsiveness. And I hope our citizens are feeling that.
Yeah, and I think that was part of the rationale for it.
Absolutely.
And well, what you said relates to another question I had for you. Because it does seem like a very cohesive and effective group. And I certainly know that the councilwomen you're talking about, who really are magnificent public servants and great people to work with. But sometimes people think, well, the county council, everybody gets along because it's all one party now, right? Because unlike where I work in the House of Representatives, everybody comes from one party. But it also demonstrates that there actually are very significant differences in policy views, right? Even within a particular political party.
Absolutely. And we really do have a diverse range of views across the body. And what's very interesting is that sometimes changes on a specific issue. So there's there's not like groups of council members who are always consistently voting one way or the other. It'll change as they face each new issue. And they are very respectful of each other's views. So that that makes for a great dynamic too.
Yeah. We have had a tremendous turnover in the last couple of elections in terms of people joining the council. And so we have a constant infusion of new ideas and new perspectives and new blood. Give us a sense of fiscally how we're doing now, because I know there's been concern about the budget and the necessity for some cuts.
Absolutely. And, we're always looking towards trying to predict what's going to happen with the economy. And that's very difficult. For a long time, our fiscal forecasts have assumed a mild recession. I don't know if we're going to get close to the point of changing that, but the budget it's tight. It's going to be difficult. We've already received the capital improvements program budget with big gaps, and in mid-March we get the operating budget, and we'll see what we get there.
Yeah. How would you describe the role of the county council generally in interacting with not just the county executive, but the whole administrative bureaucracy of the county? Is that part of your work as well, that you facilitate those kinds of interactions?
Absolutely. So, the council's main roles are to pass the budget and to legislate and to do all of our land use planning, but it also has a really big oversight authority to be watching what's happening not only through county government, but our other agencies, to be making sure that things are functioning as they should be, raise questions. Lots of issues pop up that require their attention all the time. So,
yeah,
and our staff is working to assist them in that effort. And I do have to mention, we have absolutely the most fabulous staff here. So that's probably the best part of my job, is I get to supervise some of the smartest, most talented, passionate, and I will add kind people I have ever met. So that's what I'm going to miss most once I retire.
Do you know what your plans are, your next steps?
I'm exploring opportunities that may be just a few less hours per week than my normal schedule at the council.
Yeah.
So I haven't figured out exactly what that will be yet, but an opportunity to spend a little bit more time with kids and grandkids. So.
Well, thank you for your great investment of energy and imagination into public policy and the legislative workings of the county. We're proud of the work you've done, and you're our local hero this week.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.